Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Josh and Artemis Show.
Welcome back, guys. Nice to see you all again. We took a few days off. It was actually my birthday on the weekend, so we took a few days off, spent some time together, went to see Chris Williamson.
Yeah, that was really cool. We got to meet him and everything.
Yeah, it was a good show. Big fan of his. We watch his show a lot. A bit of a change of pace to what you're probably used to with our show.
Yeah.
But we do really like his show. And yeah, it was a really great show. Had a nice guy when we met him in person as well.
Yeah, really nice.
Yeah.
And it was really late and there was still a long line of people waiting to meet him. So yeah, he definitely took the time to meet everybody, which is nice.
For sure.
Good.
But yeah, so we're gonna have a good show tonight, guys. So Candace Owens, as you're all aware, unless you've been in the cave for the past few days, she's back and she's officially declared war on TPUSA. Very interesting.
Yeah.
And in specifically, she's talking about Mikey McCoy, Charlie Kirk's chief of staff, and apparently his best friend as well, and his very shady, suspect behavior, which we've all seen over the past few days. Loads of clips have been going viral, so we're going to talk about that tonight. And TPUSA's very disingenuous and gaslighty response. I think it was yesterday they put the response out.
Was just terrible, and all the comments said it too, that they're just lying or gaslighting everybody, or that they're just not buying whatever they're trying to sell.
For sure.
So it's good to see people aren't being manipulated in that way, which is good.
Absolutely. So we'll share our screen, guys. We'll get straight into this for you and give our thoughts about what's going on. So this is Candace Owens from her show a couple of days ago declaring war on TPUSA, which is very interesting. So we'll play this.
Yeah.
Everything Turning Point is doing is wrong. And you know it's wrong. You know it's wrong deep down. And I want to say this because there has been a lot of reading in between the lines. It's strange to me. I think I'm a very direct person and I say what I mean. And I do not want people to mistake what's happening right now or to wrongly assume my intentions here. So allow me to be very explicit, okay? I want war with all of you, okay? All of you. And there's a reason. I'm going to get to that reason in a little bit, but I want war with all of you. So write your articles, issue your statements, email the White House, reach out for comment, okay? Say whatever it is you want to say about me. I want war with all of you. Because I know this isn't right. And there is no way you are going to convince me and the rest of the world that all of this is normal. And for people that are involved, and many people that are involved in this, not the lone shooter at different stages, people that are involved, people that know things, that are watching this, maybe in an office cubicle and know things. I want you to know that if you choose not to come clean, you are about to become very famous. Okay. I am talking like through the ages famous, the kind of fame that most people cannot even comprehend. I cannot comprehend that level of fame. Like I'm talking about the level of fame that can kill a name. You know what I mean? Like nobody names their kid Judas anymore. Nobody names their kid Adolf anymore. I'm talking about that level of fame. Infamy. So I'd come clean. I think there's a way out for you if you come clean and you get with God.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love it.
what's like your thoughts on that, on what she said then?
Well, she must have some pretty damning evidence to still release.
Absolutely.
I think she has a whole pile of things that she's just waiting for the right time to release. But yeah, I love it. I mean, she doesn't hold back. And I appreciate that. She holds her values to the truth, which I appreciate that. And yeah, she's just not going to back down because she's defending her friend who can't defend himself. So love it. That's really it.
What do you think on her declaring war on TPUSA? What do you think about that?
Well, I think everybody is starting to, not everybody, sorry, because there's obviously people who don't, but I think a lot of people are starting to see that they're not being genuine. And, again, I feel like we say it every time on the show, but like The truth always comes out. And like when you live in a lie and you're not being honest, it becomes obvious. It might not be right away, it might take some time, but it comes out. So if they are not being honest and genuine at TPUSA, the truth will catch up to them. And, you know, like we've pointed out on the show when we were doing deeper dives, like they've made millions since Charlie's death. They're still using all of his socials. They're still using his YouTube. Like, I'm so sick of seeing new clips coming up. And even today, the clip that they posted where they say Mikey McCoy is a hero. Like, a hero to who? Like, the second Charlie was shot, that guy was fucking out of there. Like, he was not, he didn't even see, like, if he was okay or not. That guy was fucking bolting out of there and on a phone already calling somebody. So, like, to me, it's just like, what the fuck's going on? That's like my thoughts when I'm looking at all this stuff. I'm just like, what is going on? Like, so to me, it's like, yeah, you're declaring war. Obviously not literal war, just a truth war, in my opinion. Like, forcing the truth out, because clearly it's not going to come out right away on its own, but Candace is fighting to get the truth out. And that's like how I see or how I interpret what she's saying. And so I just think she's sick of it. She's sick of how they're profiting off of it and wants the truth to come out. And so she's taking it upon herself. And I think a lot more people are seeing like the weirdness, the shadiness over time anyway, now that more time has passed. But just let the floodgates open, you know?
Yeah, just tell the truth.
Yeah.
And like you've said, she's clearly pissed off, right? Like we all are who have been following this for the last month, you know. None of this makes sense, you know. And if you ask legitimate questions like Candace Owens is doing or other people are doing, like we're doing, I know we've got a very small show, but we're trying to do our part as well. You know, you're called crazy effectively that you belong in a mental institution simply for questioning things which obviously need to be questioned and things which obviously don't make sense at all or add up. Yeah. And we're also told to just go along blindly with what the FBI is saying when so many points of evidence now, so many things contradict the official story of the FBI. So let's remind people, actually, in case you haven't seen this, because a lot of people who watch our show actually aren't on X. So I guess we'll bring you all of this Mikey McCoy stuff if you haven't actually seen it. So if you go into, it's one of the tabs, not that one. Actually, let's play this first, actually. Just to give you a bit of context of Mikey McCoy. So this is Charlie Kirk's wife, of course. And let's just listen to her words describing Mikey McCoy. Let's just listen to it. No. Let's just play it. Let's just play it. From the start.
Yeah. I want to thank the Turning Point USA board, the COO, Justin Strife, and my husband's chief of staff, the amazing Mikey McCoy, the amazing Mikey McCoy. Mikey McCoy. I want to thank the Turning.
But yeah, so the amazing Mikey McCoy, which tells
fled the scene.
The one who fled the scene. But this is the story which TPUSA have been feeding us since pretty much the next day after he was killed. I mean, when did she do this? Wasn't it like
this was 2 days after?
2 days after. So 2 days after the assassination, they're trying to frame this in a way that, you know, Mikey McCoy was this amazing person who had Charlie's best interests at heart, who couldn't do anything wrong whatsoever.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next tab and just remind people of, you know, this behavior, what everyone's calling out. So this is from Candace Owens' show the other day. Let's make this bigger so I can read it. So Candace Owens is now calling into question TPUSA's chief of staff, Mikey McCoy. Mikey McCoy's behavior leading up to and immediately following Charlie Kirk's shooting. Mikey surprisingly puts his phone up to his ear 0.834 milliseconds after Charlie is shot and immediately walks away. Rob McCoy, Mikey's father, who also happened to be in the group chat where Charlie said he was leaving the pro-Israel cause, preached a sermon after Charlie's death saying Mikey called him the minute Charlie was shot.
And had blood all over him.
And apparently told the pastor, his dad, again, another weird connection or another weird coincidence in this Charlie Kirk assassination, told his dad that he had blood all over him. So either Mikey McCoy was taking the piss when he called his dad, or his dad is lying.
Yeah, to make it sound more like, I don't know, heroic.
Yeah.
Maybe that's maybe a good word because
one of the two.
What TPUSA just did, he was a hero. That guy was nowhere near Charlie after he got shot. He was bolting to the parking lot on his phone, you know, calling whoever, calling his dad, calling Erica, instead of actually like being able to even, like, what's the point in calling these people when you can't even give an update because you've already left? Like, what's he gonna say? He got shot. Oh, what's happening? I don't know. I walked away. I'm in the parking lot now. Like what? like maybe check to see how Charlie's doing first before calling anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like if I got this call, I'd be like, well, why did you walk away? Why aren't you seeing how he's doing? Like, I wouldn't be like, oh, okay, you're in the parking lot now. All right, well, I guess, you know, I'll just see how it goes. I'll just see the reaction on X. No, like it's so weird. It's not normal. It's
not normal, but like we just said there, it clearly shows that someone is lying.
Yeah.
And again, it's just tell the fucking truth. Like, I don't know why these people are lying. Why are they bending the truth? Why are they lying? Why are they misrepresenting what Charlie Kirk has said? You know, it's very dishonest. And when things are dishonest, you've got to ask questions. Like, and they're being dishonest for no fucking reason here as well. You know, just tell us the truth. Tell us who you were on the phone to. Because apparently he called his pastor, but he also called Erica Kirk as well.
Yeah. And I gotta say,
so he's called two people. Makes zero sense. But anyway,
not only that, but has anybody actually tried to like call somebody that quickly on their phone?
Well,
especially a smartphone, you got to unlock it. You got to go to contacts.
Yeah, but there's been some knobheads on the internet who have said, yeah, but you could have just had Siri on. I mean, you could have just told Siri to dial whoever.
Well, how long?
Or he could have already been on a call.
Yeah, that's
the most likely explanation.
It is, because again, like, we have a smartphone now. You don't just have a flip phone where you flip it up and you dial. Like, and even that would take more than a second.
But anyway, let's play you the clip, and then we'll discuss it.
But the bigger thing is that he says Mikey had blood all over him, except Mikey did not have blood anywhere near him because Mikey was behind the tent when Charlie got shot, and Mikey, in less than a second, does something that I find to be quite strange. He puts his phone to his ear and he begins a conversation. So we're going to watch that clip in its entirety. Mark is going to bring it in. So we decided to slow this clip down.
Before she goes into it and slows it down and talks about it, does that make any sense to you? Let's just put it into context again. So Mikey McCoy, Charlie's chief of staff, and apparently one of his best friends, literally just walks away when Charlie Kirk is shot literally just walks away. No concern, no trying to figure out what's happened, trying to help him. No, just completely walks away.
Yeah.
Does that strike? Does that make
No.
any sense to you?
No. Not only does it not make any sense, it looks weird, but beyond looking weird, like I said, if I was Erica in that situation, that's who he was calling or whatever. If I was Erica and he called me and he said, you know, Charlie just got shot, like your husband just got shot, my immediate thing would be, well, is he okay? What's happening? Is somebody like, is there an ambulance? What's going on? Oh, sorry. I'm in a parking lot now. Like I walked away. Why the fuck did you walk away? What kind of update are you giving Erica or his dad in that moment? You didn't even look. You literally just spun around, walked away, and was already on the phone dialing to somebody. Like you can't even give an update based on that. Like what information do you even have? You're calling somebody, but like what are you actually saying to these people? Like nothing. Just that he got shot. Okay, what is he okay? Is he not? Where did he get shot? All this? I don't know. I mean, I'm in a parking lot right now. Like it's just so dumb. And then to say that he's like a hero, it's like what the fuck this is how low the standards are to be a hero. Is that you just have to be present at an event and walk away and call somebody and then you're a hero?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that happens daily, I'm sure, at all these events where people are just walking away, calling people. Like it's just insane. Like the standards are so low to be a hero these days. Like there was nothing heroic in that clip that I saw. Like some idiot like walking away already on the phone to somebody, supposedly Erica, supposedly his dad, and not even being able to give an update.
Madness. Anyway, let's continue this. Let's continue it.
And we're gonna watch this clip slow down so you can see that it is exactly 834 milliseconds from the time that you hear the shot. That is how long it takes for Mikey McCoy to put the phone to his ear. Now, why is that precise timing so important? Because there's no dialing. Mikey didn't have time to dial, okay? Yeah. You can't dial and put your phone to an ear in 0.834 seconds. The next time that you're gonna see Mikey McCoy, as we just showed you, is in just under 2.5 seconds on the other side of the tent. He's on a phone call. So we can track Mikey, but let's watch the clip again in milliseconds so you really grasp how quickly this transpires. So when this clip was brought, there we go, we're tracking that. Yeah, when the clip was brought to my attention, I obviously have a file, a big folder of files of every angle, and I decided to track Mikey from every angle available to see, like, maybe we just missed it, and he did at some point put that phone down, dial a number, speed dial, hold down one, I don't know. Maybe we missed it, because that seems automatic, right? 0.834, that seems pretty quick, and no, he doesn't do that. We even have him in front of Charlie's car. When Charlie is brought to the car, the waiting car rather, he is still on the phone. I can show you the clip of that. Take a look at this. Don't worry, we'll slow it down for you. See him in the background with the backpack. It's Mikey McCoy, okay? So what are we to make of that? The only logical conclusion that I can come up with, and many others, because I've pressed, I said, play devil's advocate. I want you to advocate for Mikey McCoy. I want you to play lawyer, and you are representing your client, Mikey McCoy. What was he do? How did he do it this quickly? No one could win this game. The only logical conclusion that we come up with was that Mikey was already on a phone call at 12:23 p.m. By 12:23 p.m., he was already on a phone call. So I said, let's go back a little earlier in the footage and see if we can find when he actually maybe dials onto the phone. Maybe we can see him pick up the phone and begin a call before the shot takes off. And then after beginning that call, if we're following this logic, that would mean he puts his phone down until Charlie gets shot. And we were able to find what we think could be that moment. And I can tell you that it is 1 minute and 45 seconds approximately before that shot goes off. And we can watch that here. You see Mikey's on his phone here. And you're going to see he pulls it up and he starts to cover his ear again. Now, that could be unrelated. Again, we're taking a guess here. That's what made the most sense to us because we couldn't justify it in any other way. And I want to be clear, we're not here to make assumptions, okay? And we wouldn't have to make any assumptions if Turning Point USA could just tell the truth. They could just be open and they could be honest about everything. Okay, I obviously went out to both Mikey McCoy and Andrew Colvett for a statement, asked those two questions. Hey, who were you on the phone with? What's going on here? No response. Weird. Because if that was me and I saw clips going viral and people were drawing conclusions from that clip, thinking that I was already on the phone, thinking that my reaction was weird, I would instantly hit back. I'd say, here's my call log. You want to know who I was on the phone with? 911, obviously. I was freaking out. I called 911. I didn't know what I was doing. Here's my phone. Here's my whole call log for that day. But this is, I don't know. I guess we live in a world where that doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. I would have issued a statement to dispel any rumors, but they have not.
Of course not. Of course not. We got Nat in the chat.
Nat in the chat. Good to see you, Nat.
Good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Good to see you, Nat. But yeah, I mean, what's your thoughts on what she said there? Because it kind of, we've already kind of talked about it, but
yeah, I didn't see this full clip. I didn't even get to watch the full show actually yesterday. But it's exactly what we were saying. It's what I said just before. I'm like, how the hell do you dial so quickly? Like, especially with a smartphone these days, guys, you got to unlock it. You got to go to the call thing. Who knows numbers off by heart now? Like, I think I know like just your number off by heart.
I honestly don't even know your number.
No, I've tested you and you've gotten it right. Don't say it on the air. But yeah.
But if you tested me now, I wouldn't get it.
Okay. Well, thanks. Anyway, good to know. But point being, it's not instant. And no, you don't have like speed dial like what you used to. So how did he get on the phone so quick? And what's the point of calling anybody with an update when you yourself can't even give an update because you didn't even bother to state it? Look, like you heard the shot and you bolted it out of there on the phone already. Like, at least give the courtesy of like checking on Charlie, see what's going on. If maybe it was a miss, maybe like, how did he know that the bullet even hit Charlie? Like it could have missed. And how would he know? But he's already on the phone telling people, yeah, like he got shot. How do you know? Like you heard a gunshot. You didn't actually stay to witness it. You didn't actually stay to see how Charlie was doing. So right now you're just guessing. And if I was Erica and I heard this and from Mikey and he didn't have an update, I'd be like, well, get the hell back over there. Why don't you call me back when you actually know what's going on? And if my husband is okay. Like it's so insane. Like it's just like, how are we expected to like think that this is normal behavior?
And let's just repeat it again. This is Charlie Kirk's chief of staff and best friend. Just to put it into context again, guys, in case you forgot that, which I'm sure you haven't. But to me, it's just unbelievable when you actually say that. This was Charlie Kirk's chief of staff and best friend. Let's go back onto the clip and just play it again. Just turn the sound off, I guess, but just to show it again. So Charlie Kirk's shot and just walks away.
Yeah.
Just walks away.
Boom, gone.
It looks suspicious. I mean,
yeah, I mean, again, what does this mean? I don't know. But is this somebody who even looks like he's even interested in Charlie? Like, this is his chief of staff and supposedly best friend. I'm sorry, but if you have a best friend who just got shot in front of you, forget the other title, forget chief of staff. If this is your best friend, that's how you react?
No.
I'd be like, yeah, you're not my friend anymore.
It
okay.
Makes
like
0 sense.
If that's how you react when I get shot, like, goodbye. You may as well just say we're not friends at all. Like, that is not normal.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even humane. Like, it's not even like it's just so weird. Like, I don't know what that means, but it's weird. Okay. And how can anybody not think that that is weird behavior?
Well, apparently TPUSA don't. So let's go into, okay.
He's a hero.
First, we'll play you. Actually, no, we'll play this after. Let's look at TPUSA's response first. Yeah. So they released this October 27th. So yesterday. So this is their response. Now it's nearly 10 minutes long. So we're not going to play you all of this. I haven't actually seen it, but I've seen some quotes.
Who knows? We'll see how good
so
it is.
I wanted to react to this live on the show so I can get instantly pissed off with you all when I watch it.
Yeah.
So let's watch it.
Yeah, that's what we do.
We got to do a little addressing of a video that went viral this weekend, and it's a video of Charlie's chief of staff. We made the decision that we wanted to address this head on because, you know, candidly, there's so much intrigue, and I'm gonna do a generous thing. The intrigue is because people care about Charlie. Okay, so that part I understand.
You're more generous than I'd be.
Yes, and that's fine. And I am going to give you the floor here now, Blake, because you were there and you actually interacted with Mikey. You were with Mikey. You left the scene and then connected with Mikey. So explain what the video is.
All right, I'm not going to
set the scene.
I'm not going to wallow in it at length, but people have. It's gone viral and people have asked us to address it, and we're going to do so briefly. The video, without going way into it, is by, I can't even remember the guy's name. Someone made a video that is attacking Mikey, Charlie's friend, Charlie's chief of staff, a guy all of us know, a guy who we've seen on the show here the last few weeks. They are attacking him, claiming, based on a few seconds of clips, that he allegedly has like a nonchalant or calm reaction to Charlie's murder.
Awesome.
And I'm just going to...
That's because he literally does have a nonchalant or calm reaction to his best friend's murder, his best friend's public execution.
Yeah.
That's what this was. You know, he's just, you know, apparently Mikey McCoy witnessed his best friend being killed. And that's how he reacts.
Yeah. But without even knowing it.
Who is this guy anyway? Who is this guy? Because I haven't seen him anywhere on X. But the fact that he's come out and said people are claiming that he had a nonchalant behavior and that that is what he did.
It's literally on video.
That
on
is what
4K.
happened. Right?
Like you can't. There's no there's claiming or like it kind of looks. No, that's just the video. Like, we're in 2025 here, where not only does everybody have a smartphone and records things, but you also had like other footage that was like everything's in 4K. Okay, like everything's fully HD. We can clearly see it.
What's that phrase when someone gets caught? He's been caught in 4K effectively. Yeah. Mikey McCoy has been caught in 4K.
There's nothing to assume. The only thing that you can't really understand and like say as a valid reason is why he literally left like the same second it happened.
Less than a second.
And this is what I mean. In his eyes, based on his footprints of what happened, he doesn't even know if Charlie actually got shot or if it was a miss, where he got shot, how bad was it? Like, he knew none of these questions because he didn't even bother to stay a second after. He was already booted it on the phone talking to somebody.
Look, it's
so
like
there's nothing to interpret.
To me, it looks like he assumed that he's dead. Now it's getting into dangerous kind of
speculation,
kind of waters and speculation here. But why would you assume that if you haven't seen it?
Yeah, and I wouldn't
Right?
want to assume that.
Why have you assumed that Charlie Kirk was killed but you didn't see it?
Yeah.
Makes zero sense.
What if he got shot in the leg and he would have been okay?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, or it was a miss, but a very near miss.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even know that because you didn't bother waiting.
Makes
Like, you
zero
just
sense.
left and you were already on the phone. So there's nothing to like interpret. The only thing you can't actually give a valid reason is why. Because no one who would react that way, especially if it was your best friend who just got shot, that's not the reaction that you would have.
Well,
even if it's just some random person that I didn't even know, I don't think I'd be booting it, calling on the, like, you would check to see if the person, like, this is being a human.
Look,
as
it's
well.
just so weird.
This is weird.
Not just with Mikey McCoy, when you look at everybody's reactions since Charlie Kirk's been killed, TPUSA, Mikey McCoy, the pastor, the fucking media, you know, his own wife, you know, Trump,
yeah, the amazing
JD Vance, all of these people, like, none of it is normal. None of it is normal. And everybody knows it, right? And you know, we'll play you some more of this, but I can guarantee they're probably going to go into the fact that we're all crazy, because this is what this is
conspiracy,
because this is the playbook. This is what they all do, and it's annoying to deal with.
Yeah,
Really,
this isn't a conspiracy.
It's
this is
annoying
just
to deal with.
Looking at a video, knowing who that guy is, aka Mikey, and then where Charlie shot, and then forming your own opinions based on if that is even normal or not. That's not like a conspiracy by any means. It's fucking weird. Okay? Like, it's that simple.
To be blunt about this, this is a extremely disgusting attack. And I can speak to that because I was there when it happened and I was next to Mikey when it happened. And what I can say is, I can't say every single thing that happened, but I want to talk about this specific narrow thing, that the shooting occurs. I am next to Mikey. Both of us hear a loud crack. We both turn. We both see Charlie, who has been shot. Both of us, I think at about the same time, realize that that means there is a shooter who is on the scene. And, you know, you just hear the crack, so you don't know, did it come from far away? Did it come from close? Is there a mass shooter unfolding right now? So I and him both had the reaction of, let's get out of here before we're both shot. That is not us abandoning Charlie. Charlie had a security team. They all leapt immediately into action, and they got Charlie out of there, which was what their job was to do. My job was not to get in the way and screw this up because, like, I had to be a hero. That was not my job. I remember even running past, both of us going past the, you know, the SUV that we came in on, and me thinking, should I get in that car? And then thinking, no, that's a really stupid thing to do. And then I kept going. So I was not with Mikey, or I don't remember being with him. I think I was ahead of him as we left. And then we get out, and I run for, can't have been more than 15 or 20 seconds. And then I realized there hasn't been another shot, so the shooter has likely been detained or stopped or something, not in immediate danger. I pause, I look around me, and I see Mikey. And I see Mikey there. And truthfully, I will never forget what I saw, because I've seen Mikey almost every day for the past 2 years. I know his personality very well. He's a very bubbly guy. He's a very happy guy almost all of the time. And I'll never forget what I saw, because it was clear in the moment that he was profoundly freaked out. What I'll always remember is the way his lip was quivering, which I'd never seen before. And you very rarely see from someone that he was freaking out. And then
how could he have seen him? How could he have stopped to look at his face and his quivering lips?
Well, yeah, and apparently
when
he
he's
was
literally
ahead.
when that guy Mikey McCoy literally walks away from the fucking scene in less than a second. Factually, he walked away less than a second.
He said he was right next to him.
Yeah, he said he was right next to him.
So what is he, the guy in the white shirt?
I don't even
Presumably.
know. It's not very clear.
No, it's not. But
apparently, according to Blake, whoever Blake is, he was right next to Charlie, Mikey at this point.
I slowed the video down too a little bit.
I think that's bullshit from Blake.
I
think that's complete BS, mate.
No.
And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't see any. His story doesn't make any sense.
No.
To me.
And not to mention, like, they're just like, he's trying to, like, you know, give this image, like his bottom lip was quivering, like, you know, he's never seen him like that. He'll never forget. It was so profound. Like, I don't know. I'm not buying it. And also, like, yeah, they heard the shot. When did they have time to talk? Like, we already saw Mikey like bolt out of there within 1 second, less than a second. So where was this little conversation of, oh, we heard a shot, we better get out of here and call somebody? Where the hell is this imaginary conversation? Or maybe a more plausible thing is that they can speak to each other through their minds. And as they were leaving, they were just having this mental conversation with each other of who's going to call who and what's going on. And, you know, we saw everything. Like where was this conversation that supposedly transpired after the shot? Like, Mikey was gone. Okay. We've already established that. We've seen the video. We played it even slower as well. He was gone. So where was this conversation with this guy, Blake? When did it happen? And how quickly could that have happened? Because Mikey was gone less than a minute, or less than a second. Sorry, not a minute, less than a second. So they obviously were talking to each other through their minds. Like, clearly that makes more sense than what he's spewing, because there was no conversation there. There was no time for one. So I don't know. There's like Superman, man made out of steel because he stopped 30-06 bullets.
Professor X. He looks a bit like Professor X with his bald head there. It looks a bit like Professor X.
Mikey's a hero. You know, they obviously have like telekinetic.
Yeah, so
telekinetic powers.
So you've got Superman, aka Charlie Kirk.
TPUSA Avengers.
TPUSA,
right there.
the Avengers, and you've got Blake, who's Professor X, the mind reader.
Look, like, if anything, they honestly just did more harm by putting this out. Like, because it makes no sense. People, like I just did, you can go back to the video and see what he's talking about. Where the hell was this conversation less than 1 second after the shot, where Mikey's already booted it out of there into the parking lot? Like, it's not selling. Okay, like whatever they're trying to sell here, it's not working.
Yeah, let's play some more of it.
Yeah, just
see what else to say.
Absolute idiot.
I think he literally said to me, I might be imagining this, but I think what he literally said was he was looking around.
Yeah, you were. It was in your own mind. Like,
oh my god.
It was.
Do I have telekinetic powers?
Yeah.
Like, did I just?
I think I might have been. You know, maybe I heard him. Maybe I didn't hear him. Okay, so basically, you didn't hear him, Blake. Okay, so you can just disregard everything Blake said about 10 fucking seconds ago because it's bollocks.
Yeah.
Okay, it's complete.
I didn't know I was psychic, but there you go,
it's
guys.
Complete bollocks.
Jesus Christ. All right.
And then he says, I need to call Erica. And then he takes his phone and he begins calling Erica. And I don't want to disclose how that call unfolded, but he did that. This, you know, your mind extends all of this, but that is happening within a minute of all of this occurring. I remember he calls Erica. Around the same time, I pull out my phone and I call my mom just to say, Mom, there's been a shooting. You're going to see it on the news. I'm okay.
Okay, again, who called 911? Was there anybody who did? This guy's calling his mom. What is she gonna
listen
do?
To this. This guy's calling his mom. Mikey McCoy's calling his daddy.
And then / Erica.
/ Erica Kirk, which I'm not even sure is true.
But yeah, who's calling 911?
Yeah.
Because we already know EMT wasn't on site. No ambulance, no nothing on site for this large event that should have legally had EMT on site. So this guy's calling mommy. Mikey McCoy's calling daddy and Erica. Neither of them, because apparently they both fled around the same time. So neither of them actually could give an update either, because for a fact, we know Mikey, he ditched like within 1 second.
Less than a second.
So he's Blake is saying that they had this conversation, but it all happened, you know, so fast within like a minute of who should call who and what to do and to leave so that way they don't get shot too. But this conversation was imaginary and clearly through telekinetic powers, because Mikey was out of there within 1 second. Within a second.
That's going to get clipped up at some point.
That's fine. Because that's the only thing that makes sense. It makes more sense than whatever this guy is trying to say. But also, like, I get it. He said after that, like, it's because his mom's going to see it on the news. Well, no offense, but like, maybe the first call shouldn't be your mom. Maybe it should be like, I don't know, 911, like an emergency situation. Who was calling 911? Clearly nobody. Like, I don't know. Like, I called my mom just to make sure, like, she knows I'm okay. Like, send her a text later. Okay, call her later. There's more important things, like maybe calling 911.
For sure. Right, let's play. Hey,
Good to see you. What's the tea?
What's the tea? Nice to see you.
Like the name. Yeah, there's a lot of tea spilling. That's for sure. All right.
You know, pray for me. I've got to go. And I remember that call. And around the time I put that phone away, and then he immediately calls his dad. He calls Rob McCoy. And he says, Dad, someone shot Charlie. You need to call all of your pastor friends. Charlie was hit. We need everyone to pray right now. And that's what he told him. And I guess it's very disgusting for me as someone who witnessed this, who saw Mikey hugely distressed and then step up in the moment, because after that call was over, I saw Mikey like get total mastery of himself, that he realized he had to step up in this situation. And he, from that point, he was like a general directing a battle where he was, you know, grabbing people and saying, okay, we need to get to the hospital and we need to do these things. And you guys need to wait here. I need to get in here to get information so that I can.
Like he must genuinely think that we're blind.
And dumb.
I'm dumb.
And dumb.
Blind, dumb, and probably crazy. Those are the three things he probably thinks we all are, because you've seen the footage. You've seen how quickly he left the scene. How did he have time to do all this? And
then he went back and he was like a general, just delegating things.
And he was like, he was like so sure of himself, and he was commanding the scene, and
all while his lip was quivering.
All while he was scared. He was shitting his pants. He was shitting his pants, and he was calling his daddy. So it doesn't sound like to me someone who can take charge of a very distressful distressful event like that. You know, someone being killed in front of your face. That doesn't look or sound to me like someone who's taking charge. You know, he's doing the opposite of taking charge. He's left the fucking scene.
I know.
In less than a second, he bolts out of there.
I know.
So I don't get what Blake is trying to say here. It's clearly just more TPUSA spin, more TPUSA gaslighting, telling us to don't ask any questions, don't believe your eyes and ears. It's all normal.
Yeah.
Same stuff.
And earlier in this video, during their little, I don't know, telekinetic meeting that they supposedly had, they also said, he also said, you know, we weren't going to get involved. That's what the security team's for, because they know what they're doing and we don't want to mess things up. But then later, Mikey McCoy is taking charge and he's telling people what to do and where to go and if they need an ambulance or a hospital. So which one is it? You left it to the professionals so that way you wouldn't mess things up? Or Mikey took charge and told people they need to take him to the hospital, which, by the way, should be obvious when your neck is spewing blood. Like, yeah, he does need to go to the hospital.
For sure.
But, okay, so which one is it? Like, it's actually mental. And, like, the gymnastics we're trying to do here just to figure this out, like, this guy's a moron, but whatever. Like, it's ridiculous. We got What's the Tea Poor Charlie. With friends like these, who needs enemies? Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah. Apparently,
Exactly.
I mean, what's the tea? Apparent, like you correctly said that these are apparently his best friends.
Yeah, I know.
You can't make it up. You can't make it up how dumb they expect us to be to believe all this stuff. Like,
I know.
It's just insane.
Yeah,
Completely insane.
I really think that Charlie was living in the Truman Show.
100%.
Like, I really do. Like, it's sad, but
Right, we'll play some more of this, guys.
the more that these people talk, the more I believe it.
Get it to Erica, and
Well,
when we learned he was dead, he came out and he told us, and then he says, now none of you can say anything that you've heard because Erica is not going to hear about this from anyone except me.
Can I ask a question? I've just been thrown into this 10 minutes ago, but
you cannot. What did he just say there? Rewind it slightly.
Erica is not going to hear about this from anyone except me.
Can I ask a question? I've just been
pause it. Erica's not going to hear about this from anyone except me, mate. It's all over the internet. It's literally the biggest story in the world at the time. Literally everybody is talking about it. So yeah, I'm sure she's going to find out. Like,
well, not only that, but also, what's Mikey going to tell her? He literally, like, for the millionth time, guys, I'm sorry if I'm getting annoying, but for the millionth time, he literally bolted it within one second. So what the fuck is he telling her? Like, what? Like, it's insane. Like, he fled so quickly. What update is he giving Erica? Yeah, I heard him get shot, but I actually left and went into the parking lot. So, like, I couldn't tell you, what they were doing, if they were helping him or if they were rushing him to the hospital, nothing like it. Yeah, I saw that eventually because I was already stood there. But I kind of left as soon as the shot went off. I don't even know where he got shot. I
know it makes no sense, but let's just get through this clip.
These people are
just get through
infuriating.
Good to see you, Blue
this
Chicken.
10 minutes ago.
Just popped in.
Hey, Blue Chicken.
Good to see you, Blue Chicken.
Sorry about last night. I wrote back in the live chat, but yeah, you were our top fan yesterday. It like comes with like the #1 fan thing. Yeah.
But there's a suggestion online that Mikey, Charlie's chief of staff, one of the most sincere people you'd ever meet, brilliant, Christian, kind, everyone he ever met in his entire life, couldn't hurt a fly, was part of a conspiracy to murder Charlie. That's what's going on.
Yeah. It's vile. It's utterly vile.
Who would do this? Like, what type of individual? Just to create content, do we think, or is there what's the ulterior?
I don't know. I think a lot of this mindset just sort of fuels itself. It's sort of addictive in the same way a lot of social media stuff is addictive, or in the way like honestly something like pornography is addictive or something. Like they get really they almost get a high off of like the idea of like that they're doing something that's daring or out there.
Yeah.
Like, who is this guy?
I don't know.
And why have TPUSA employed
He's
him?
a producer.
Because if this is the person who they've like wheeled out for the TPUSA fan club to do the damage control for, and he's doing a terrible job.
Oh, yeah.
He's comparing people asking questions about Charlie Kirk being publicly executed to having a pornography addiction. That's literally what he's just said.
Yeah.
That's literally what he's just said.
So apparently that's the only response. Like that's the only answer you could have.
But this is what we're saying before we watch this. We were like, I can guarantee they're going to be doing this kind of stuff. They're trying to gaslight people. They're trying to call people mentally ill. I mean, that's another way of calling someone mentally ill.
Yeah, having like some kind of addiction,
having some sort of a toxic addiction like that.
They get high off of posting on social media.
Yeah.
As he's talking on a podcast on Charlie Kirk's YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, let's just forget that part though. I don't know. This guy, he actually, I don't know, whatever. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I won't say it on the air, but it doesn't matter. Yeah. That's code for he has a porn addiction.
Yeah,
probably.
Exactly.
He's like, not me.
Not me.
No, like a friend of mine.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, you know.
And I want to make one other point though. and this is actually to your point. You saw Mikey do heroic things that day. I saw Mikey do heroic things. I was not on site, but I immediately flew to you.
I was about to say he wasn't even there, so how did he witness Mikey doing heroic things? He's about to say he flew in. Yeah, you flew in, but you weren't at the event. You didn't see the initial reaction of everybody around Charlie.
Look, it is literally crystal clear at this point that TPUSA aren't telling us the truth. It is crystal clear.
Of course.
And it's crystal clear that they're misrepresenting what happened on that day. They're misrepresenting Mikey McCoy's actions and what he did. We've just played you what he literally did. And we've heard TPUSA now for the last 6 minutes try and spin this into something which doesn't even exist.
Look, every time they need to address something, they don't do a good job. I don't know who's like coaching them behind the scenes, but also fire that person. Because like, again, like they are not only not convincing, but they are trying to cover up a lie with another lie with another lie.
This is what liars do. They have to keep lying, and the lies get compounded. Yeah. And they forget they've lied, and that but the trail is there. It's all on camera. Yeah, right. You've
spun this very intricate spider web of lies, and you don't even know where it starts and where it ends anymore. So you just keep going, thinking like, oh, like people won't remember that I said that. Oh, but the internet, the internet.
It's fine. He misspoke. He was blowing off steam.
Yeah, he was blowing off steam.
He misspoke.
Mikey was a hero. Yeah. I mean, he didn't do fuck all that day, but he was a hero. So let's not forget it. Like it's just mental. And then what, do they rewatch this and think, man, we did a good job?
They probably did.
Like, damn, like we nailed that show.
They probably did.
Comparing it to a porn addiction, that was class. Like.
Great job, Blake.
Utah. We got a plane. I mean, it's not something that I'm used to, but it was like my wife went with me. We went straight over. I knew I needed to be with Erica and the team immediately just because, I just knew. But that moment when I got the news, I was so shell-shocked. I was not even there, but I was immediately traumatized. My brain fries like an egg. I can't see straight. I can't think straight. All I knew is that, like, what's happening? My wife came in. She, like, hugged me. We started crying together. And I can't even remember those moments very clearly. I wasn't even there. Mikey was two steps
talked
away.
About that.
And I asked him, I was like, do you even remember the moments after? He's like, I can't even really remember. I know I called Erica. I know I called my wife. I know I called my dad. I can't even really remember the steps I took.
Okay. We've got a third party in the mix.
His wife?
Called Erica. His wife. His daddy. In what order? Like,
just release the call logs, man.
This is so weird.
And where is Mikey?
I know. And that was, you brought this up earlier today or yesterday when we were talking about this, but why didn't Mikey McCoy put out his own statement? Why is he getting the Three Stooges here, like, to release what happened and to, like, boost up his ego, call him heroic, like this guy, like, quivering lip but delegating like a pro? Yeah, where's Mikey to actually do this?
It's not
himself.
Doesn't seem like the kind of behavior of a chief of staff to me. Someone who should be doing the damage.
Hero.
Someone who should be front and center of the company, doing what they're doing right now on screen, doing this damage control BS, which we all know is BS. But it would have been nice to see Mikey McCoy there, the chief of staff there, instead of Blake.
Wouldn't you think he would want to do that as well? Like, if that was me, and then, like, that was my best friend who got shot, like, I'd be like, oh my God, I need to clear the air right now.
He's probably,
like, I would do it live and people can ask me questions.
He's probably terrified that he's going to get a lot of blowback, but also TPUSA are probably scared as well. They're like, no, we can't put you front and center for a while because you fucked up,
Yeah. They got you on camera, man.
Yeah. Caught in 4K.
Yeah. But, it's just crazy.
Cook, I can't. But here's the last thing I want to make a point of. And Charlie had given me similar instructions along the years. Said, if anything ever happens to me, you call Erica.
Yeah,
that's the other thing. And he drilled that into Mikey's brain so that when this moment of trauma happened, that he turned around and he knew he had to do it. And by the way, last thing, because this is part of the video allegations here, is that they think they're alleging that he was on the phone immediately. He was not. He was taking social videos, which he would send to our group chat, which we would then put on Charlie's social while the event was happening, so you could see like the crowd come in or his interactions. And we were only 2 questions into this event, so he was still getting it out to all the chats he needed to do, which he did at every event. He turns around, and it was so blaringly loud, I'm told. You would know this better than I, but this is what I'm told. It was so blaringly loud, and he was so shell-shocked. He put his fingers in his ear, but his phone was still in his hand. He walks away, and he's...
and not even walk. I want to, because people are talking about that. The way it was is we had a cordoned off area with grates, so you had controlled access. All the people, when this happens, they all get the idea we should leave before we are shot. And so there's a little narrow gap that I think people, it's not really walking, it's that everyone has to slow up to get through this little narrow choke point to get out of the area. And
anyways, well, the point is he walks briskly. I don't even care if he's walking, running, whatever, because again, the most traumatic thing you could imagine had just happened to him. My brain fried. I cannot imagine what was going through your guys' head being on the scene and seeing it and knowing, again, the security guys are jumping in. He turns and like, I'm telling you, Mikey that day turned into a general on a field, marshaling the troops going, but like for a second there, obviously he didn't know what to do. And then he clicked into gear eventually. It was amazing.
Mikey was a heroic figure on that day. And I really want anyone who finds like these narratives attacking him to be remotely credible to really, really stop and think about what you are doing, because what you are doing is bad and it is gross and it is a choice, and it's a choice you shouldn't make.
Okay, Blake, we won't. Well, okay, Blake, yeah, you've scared us into a corner. We're not going to talk about this anymore.
We really shouldn't.
Newsflash, we will.
Yeah.
Okay, newsflash, we will.
Because it's weird. It's not normal behavior. And if that's what a hero is, then if I ever need a hero, I ain't calling Mikey McCoy, all right? Like,
let's look at the comments.
It's insane.
I mean, I think all of the comments are going to be like, not buying it, honestly. Have like a quick scan through just to see what they're saying.
Name something a person might do if their friend is assassinated in front of them. Walk away casually while talking on the phone. Love Family Feud, but anyway. Mikey McCoy was walking very calmly compared to everyone around him, and he walked away from Charlie. Why did Rob McCoy say Mikey was covered in blood? And why did Rob McCoy say Candace was lying about a group text where Charlie said he was leaving the pro-Israel cause? Very odd, because Mikey had 0 blood on him, and Rob was part of that group chat where Charlie said he was leaving the pro-Israel cause.
That's actually a great key point now, what he's brought up, which I forgot about. It was that same pastor who was trying to say that group chat, which Candace Owens posted a screenshot of, was BS. The one which he was in.
Yep.
The one which this guy was in. He was saying it was BS. So again, he's just a liar.
I know.
Right? Completely. Like it's proven. Lies, all lies. Watch the video. He was on the phone within 1 second. He never even went to Charlie to see if he could help him. He is a scumbag. Chick on the right.
A lot of these comments
Nice
are
comment. TPUSA is a demonic organization that allowed their founder to be killed for a blatant internal power grab. I now think Charlie Kirk was the only actual Christian in the organization. And I've been thinking about this actually for the past few days. It's a good point the guys brought up there. Because are these people genuine Christians?
I don't know.
Because all they've done is lie. Right?
Yeah.
They haven't told us the truth. They're being very disingenuous. They're being very dishonest.
Yeah.
They're twisting stories. They're twisting people's words. They're saying that, group chats don't exist. Nothing makes sense. And there's so many lies and dishonesty and mistruths and gaslighting. And when all those things are going on, you know that something's not right.
Yeah, of course.
Simple as that. And you know, the TPUSA damage control thing we just showed you, I'm not buying any of that.
No, that was actually worse.
It was really obvious that it was like a damage control PR thing, like clear as day.
It was very bad. Like I said, whoever was in control of that, like, should also be fired. But yeah, how would he know if he got hit? That comment. That's what I said earlier. I was like, okay, you're calling supposedly to like give people an update of what just happened. What kind of update are you actually providing?
Nothing.
If Erica's on the other line and she's like, or on the line on the other end, and Mikey's like, Erica, like, Charlie just got shot. Erica goes, what happened? Is he okay? Where did he get shot? Is the ambulance coming? Are you guys taking him to the hospital? All these questions that would flood in her mind. I don't know. I mean, exactly when it happened, I already started walking away and dialing to you. So I'm in the parking lot. I walked away. I can't even give an update right now, really. Why the fuck are you calling me without an update? You didn't even check on my husband before calling me to tell me he got shot, not knowing if it's bad, if they missed, if they got him. Is it like life-threatening? Are they taking him in an ambulance? Is there like a hospital nearby? All this stuff. What kind of update? Like, even that alone is a pathetic update. Okay, like, he didn't even look at Charlie before he left.
Well, apparently he gave Daddy an update because he told his daddy that
I have blood all over me.
He had blood all over him. But we've shown you the footage. Doesn't have any blood on him.
What blood? Was it ketchup from lunch? Like, like, was it some ketchup from your fries? Like, what? Like, you didn't have blood on you. Like, you had nothing on you. You're wearing white as well, so that would be pretty obvious. It's not like he's wearing black and you couldn't tell.
It's complete.
Like, it is insane. So yeah, we're not buying it. And their little statement video just made it worse, to be honest. Like, they're basically saying, stop looking with your eyes. Stop believing your eyes, okay? They're lying to you. Just follow our narrative. Donate to TPUSA. We're going to do a halftime show. Like, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be American and friendly, and ignore everything else, all right? Are we even still talking about his death here? Like, come on. Let's move on. We got TPUSA going.
Yeah.
That's how it feels.
That's true.
That's legit how it feels.
But anyway, we'll leave it there, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for joining us.
Yeah.
Good show.
It was a good show.
Good show. Good,
I mean, it's a crappy, obviously, situation and another part of what is unfolding. But good show to be here with you guys and talk about this, because it is really frustrating. And I think a lot of us feel the same, that we just want answers. We just want the truth. And we're sick of being gaslit and lied to and having to weave through these fucking spider web of lies. Tell the truth.
I think the truth's coming. I really do. I think one way or another, there's going to be more.
You can hide it. You can deny it. You can lie, but it will always come out. So just tell the truth. Okay.
Sure.
Like, that's it.
For sure.
But yeah.
You've got Artemis annoyed now, guys. Okay? She's pissed off. She is pissed off.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the lies.
She's pissed off. But anyway, let's leave it there. Yeah. Thanks very much for joining us, guys. We'll be back tomorrow a little bit later on Wednesdays, 8:30 instead of 8 p.m. because I work a bit later in my normal job on Wednesday. So 8:30 on Wednesdays, 8 p.m. usually.
Every other day.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you did like the show, make sure to give it a like, subscribe on YouTube or on X or both if you fancy that. Retweet the show or share it out with your friends, anybody. It does really mean a lot to us, and it does support the show, and it's free. Leave a comment of your thoughts and opinions. We always appreciate that. Even if you don't agree with what we say or you have a different angle, we're normal people here. We can have a conversation. We don't have to agree on everything, but it does mean a lot to us, and we appreciate everybody being here and keep coming back. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern.
For sure.
So we'll see you guys then.
Yep. Catch you tomorrow, guys. Yeah. Take it easy.
Take it easy.